I'm sorry to break this to you, but you're wasting your time with manifestation. You probably think that if you just manifest this perfect life, that everything is going to be okay. If only you could just manifest that partner, or that job, or that house, then finally, everything in your life is going to be perfect. That's not true. If you don't understand what I'm going to teach you in this video, I'm reluctant to say this, but you're not going to ever have that lasting happiness that we all desire, that we all strive for in this life. There's one terrible thing that people don't talk about when it comes to manifestation. This problem leads to many other problems. And if it's not understood and addressed, it can lead to your world crumbling. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Bradley Marcus. I am a Buddhist philosopher, teacher, and thinker and practitioner. And I teach you how to awaken to the happiness within yourself. That's what my whole channel is about. That and helping you end your own suffering, as the Buddha was always teaching. Side note, if you don't know anything about Buddhism, this is not a religious channel. This is a practice channel. This is a path. This is a lifestyle. This is an art form. It is way beyond religion by the Western definition, and I hope that you don't click away just because I said the word Buddhism. Because if you're a Westerner, you probably know very little, if anything, really about Buddhism, and that's why I'm here to teach you. And to teach you things about life that Buddhism shows us through practice, similar to Stoicism or other philosophies. Now, let me tell you a story. I first heard about manifestation back in 2012. This was way before social media took off and is what it is now. I was just out of high school with an open world in front of me, and I decided to do something that none of my friends were going to do. I decided to leave my hometown of Denver, Colorado, and pursue a career in music production all the way across the country in Los Angeles. And this entire time, I started to practice manifestation. I started to envision myself on stage performing in front of people. I started to envision myself working with artists that I really wanted to work with. So I went to school there and I started networking and I started meeting people and I started to see things happening for me. Of course, there were ups and downs. There were weekends where I would send hundreds of emails to different music publishers, different music blogs, and get no responses. I would get so down on myself because I would feel like I put so much energy and I saw no response. I'd reach out to promoters and not get booked for shows, but eventually things started to happen. I never lost faith. I never lost that vision of being this successful music producer and DJ and performing for people. And eventually, I got a break. I started opening up for larger acts. I started performing at different clubs around town, and I was playing my music on large sound systems like I always wanted to do growing up. But here's the craziest thing. I vividly remember being on stage, looking around, looking at the people in the crowd, thinking, this is it. I'm doing it. I'm doing what I've always wanted to do. And there were moments of beautiful bliss and happiness, but then they would be quickly followed by moments of sadness, of low self-worth, of feeling like I needed to do more. I would find small little things that happened throughout the night or in the weeks after of the performance. Oh, I didn't get enough likes on this post. Oh, this other DJ and performer didn't want to work with me even though they said they would that night. I would always look for the bad things and not focus on the good. I was manifesting my dream life, starting my career, but I wasn't happy. Now, this lasted for years. It wasn't until I took a really hard look at the source of this issue before I started to turn things around and change things for the better. Everybody wants to manifest, especially in today's day and age. We think having more things is going to make us happy. And I'm going to tell you something. Manifestation is real. Absolutely. Vibrating at a certain frequency attracts other things at those frequencies into your life. The difference is some people manifest and put energy into projects and some don't. And that's why some people make it and some don't, because it's an energy exchange. You not only have to vibrate at a certain frequency, but you have to put energy in. Now, this is great and all these spiritual influencers are going to tell you that manifestation is real, which it is, but they won't tell you the truth, that it's not going to make you happy. I have manifested a lot of things in my life. I manifested my career in production and music production and DJing. I manifested my fiance. I actually vividly remember laying in bed one night, picturing laying next to my partner, my ideal partner, and 9 months later, she appeared and we became perfectly in love and are now getting married this year. I even manifested my job that I currently have. I was working as a server, waiting tables, and I kept dreaming about being able to work from home and not have to wear an outfit or a uniform. And now I work from home and I get to wear what I want. But here's the main problem that you need to know when it comes to manifestation that no other influencers are going to tell you. And I'm really sorry to tell you this because it might be a shock. Manifestation will not make you happy. I'm going to say this again. Manifesting your dream life will not make you ultimately happy. While manifestation is very real, it does not fix your problems, okay? All these other influencers don't ever talk about this because they're trying to sell you the courses to teach you how to manifest. And yes, there are success stories, but again, why does that matter? Why do we care about manifestation? Because the truth is, manifestation can actually be a distraction from real issues in your life. You want to bring in that partner or you want to bring in that job because you think that it's going to make you happy, and it's distracting you from the truth, the core issues that you have within yourself. So here, let's do an exercise, me and you right now. I call it the why exercise. It's something that I came up with through a lot of meditation, and I think that once you do it with me, you'll find the true meaning of life. You'll find the true drive of everything you want, and you'll find the true reason why you're trying to manifest things. Picture something that you're trying to manifest. Let's pick something easy, like a perfect job or a perfect partner or a perfect house. Now I want you to ask yourself, why? Why do you want that partner? You might say things like, oh, I want a partner because I want to have someone to come home to and smile and hug. Or I want a house because I want a lot of space so I can put all my stuff in it. Or I want that job so I feel that self-worth that I've always dreamed of, that I accomplished something. And I want you to ask again, why? Why do you want that? Well, I want that partner because I don't want to be alone. Why don't you want to be alone? Well, because I'm scared of being alone. Well, what do you think about being alone? Why is being alone scary? Well, because being alone means that no one loves me. Boom. That's one of the core issues. Well, why do you want to feel loved? Well, because feeling love is going to make me happy. Boom. That is the source of all drive, in my opinion, in this life. It's either that or security or health. Yes, we have our basic needs of food, water, shelter, of course, but also it comes down to happiness. When you ask yourself why enough times, you find the answer is to be happy. You want these things to be happy. But what makes you think you're going to be happy when you manifest this dream life? What makes you think you're going to be happy when you manifest this perfect world? What makes you think you're going to be happy once you manifest this perfect snapshot of your life, this perfect ideal video game created fantasy in your mind, romanticization? What makes you think that that is going to make you happy forever? What makes you think that once you achieve that nothing is ever going to go wrong and you're just going to live life in bliss and everything's perfect and nothing's ever going to go wrong ever again? It's not true. Life is dynamic. Life is ever changing. Life is constantly ebbing and flowing, and we need to be able to move with it if we want to hold this happiness that we all seek. Your dream life will not make you eternally happy. I feel like saying that is a little heavy and a bit much, and I'm not saying that to make you sad or upset you. I'm saying that you don't need the dream life to be happy. But what if I could tell you right now you can become happy and have lasting contentment right here, right now, without any of those things that you want to manifest? And then furthermore, what if I told you that all those things that you're trying to manifest will come into your life even quicker once you start to practice happiness without them? This is obviously non-attachment, and non-attachment is a Buddhist principle and philosophy that I think also kind of helps when it comes to manifestation. But the truth is, in Buddhism, we don't even talk about manifestation because it's not important. Manifestation is not going to end our suffering. The practices are going to end our suffering. How often do you hear about very famous or very rich people who seem to have everything that you could ever want and instead are depressed or commit suicide or do terrible things to other people? Hey, you have it all. Why are you doing that? Well, that's because on the outside, we think that they have it all. But on the inside, they struggle. They struggle with happiness. Only you can make yourself happy. Not money, not fame, not power. How many billionaires commit suicide? How many millionaires commit suicide? So what do we do? What do we do with all this information? How do we change? Well, we practice happiness. If you'd like to learn more on what that looks like, let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I feel kind of good. I feel like I just purged something out. This was my first video that I ever wrote like an outline for. I don't know, it feels good. I'm feeling good about it. On this channel, we talk about Buddhist practice and philosophy and also just finding that path of happiness within. I use Buddhist practice and philosophy and psychology as my foundation and my base, and I've studied it very intensely, and it has brought me so much happiness in this life. So let me know in the comments below if you guys are happy. Let me know what you struggle with, and I'd like to make some videos on ways that I can help you with that. Using the Buddhist principles or the Four Noble Truths will always be my base of all things because I have found it is the simplest way to find happiness within ourselves, as opposed to sitting here and talking for days and days about all the problems and traumas that we all have gone through in different ways. There is a simple formula to happiness. And if you'd like to know more what that is, let me know. But like I said, it is a practice. It is not a one-stop shop, baby. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some work, but it will work if you let it. I love you, and may you be well.